We're ready for questions from Coach Tony Bennett. We'll start in front with Jeff White.
Tony, I know you were really concerned about the rebounding coming into this game to end up out-rebounding them. What does that say about your effort, and did it have to be collective?
Yeah, I mean, our team is collective. If that's not a team win, if how we play isn't a group thing, then I don't know what is. That we're balanced, all 10 guys will contribute. They all have to play vital roles, and then even the rebounding thing had to be done collectively. They're so good on the offensive glass, they're so good in transition, and they turn you over. And again, those, I'm like a broken record, but those are always our keys, but we had to do them. I told our guys, you got to do them at an A or at least an A-minus level, all three of those areas. They have to be playing in the half court. They can't get going in transition, and part of that's by taking care of the ball and then, you know, limit their second chance points. And probably slid to a B late in the game. We didn't take care of the ball, and they got a few on us, but I thought we, for the most part, worked hard on blocking out, leading into this game. Playing Cal helped us. That's a good offensive rebounding team, and I think our guys know our way. Fuck. We were best friends since 5th grade, so I can give them this. Yes. Next question, please. Anybody?
I think you go 25, I think about 9 minutes left.
Yeah.
21 with about 9 minutes left. You kind of alluded to it.
Yeah, we didn't play well down the stretch.
They never got within 8. They never really took.
Well, we needed that lead. We were leaking oil, as we said, coming in. Now they made some nice aggressive plays. We turned it over. We got a little bit confused defensively with some just our rotations. And I didn't like, you know, London had some uncharacteristic turnovers. Perhaps he was tired, but that we missed some shots, forced a couple. You can just see, and they started coming, and I'm glad it was a 40-minute game in this one because we did not finish it strong or the right way, but we did it the right way for the majority of it, 30, 33 minutes, 31 minutes.
Coach, it seemed like you guys were really attacking that short corner baseline.
Yep.
Is that something that was strategic?
Yeah, I mean, we run hard offense, and we just try to take what the defense gives us. They do a good job. Sometimes they were tagging it, tried to get to the elbows, and then when they'd shortcut, okay, we just read the situation, and then you have to be ready. It sounds strange, but I kept saying to guys, I want you to be really patient and really aggressive. That's what I said. I go, you got to break them down, you got to move the ball, but you got to be aggressive at the right time. You got to find that sweet spot in this game offensively, because you don't want to shoot real quick if you don't have a great look. But boy, when they go over, and if we can read it and get it, then you got to make the play aggressively. And I thought for the majority of the game, that was we were right in that sweet spot. You know, aggressive but not out of control, patient but not passive or hesitant. And again, that's really important. And they work defensively. They'll mix up. You don't know if it's zone or man half the time, but we didn't slide our screens up, and we got some action on the baseline. And then when they didn't, we got it to the elbow. So it's just sort of a counter either way.
Doug, then Jeff.
If I'm reading it correctly, Mamadi had 8 points and 4 rebounds and 15 minutes. Also hit the 2 free throws.
Yes.
What can you say about his?
Yeah, I thought, you know, Kyle and Mamadi did a good job finishing at Cal, and I thought they did a nice job. I think Mamadi, a couple of plays that just were huge for us, is he used his athleticism to trap the ball screen in the first half, and you know, we got some turnovers, and then we got some transition buckets off that. He really is so quick with that, and making the free throws was huge. Stole the ball in the alley-oop, and you know, you can see that our young guys, they're still figuring it out, but they're coming, and that's big. And he gives us a level of athleticism and pop that we don't have. He's by far our most athletic guy, but again, you look at just the stat sheet, it looks like our, you know, it's so balanced in so many ways.
Jeff, and then Greg.
Kyle hit that big baseline jump shot.
Yep.
It's getting a little intense. How did he do defensively?
He worked. I mean, all those guys are getting better. They're working a couple times. I think they shot over him, but I just thought at the end we needed someone. We're going to need to make a basket or two to preserve that lead, and that was a pretty tough shot that he hit. They defended that well. That was the baseline screen you'd asked about, but they defended it well. They were right up in him, but he worked hard. Ty gave us a nice lift again. Again, Mariel, they did, but you gotta. I always get asked, well, who's going to make the play for you down the stretch? Who do you have that can go get a bucket? And Kyle's done that a couple games now, late, and hopefully it'll be other guys at the right times. And Devin Hall played well. Nobody's asking about him, but he had a real nice game.
Big one in the back.
Tony, about Kyle, is it unusual for
you to have a freshman kind of be that guy? He's kind of emerging as that guy. You want the ball in his hands late.
Yeah, I mean, London was in a way like that. He's a point guard, but Clay Thompson was one of those guys when I coached him that I didn't mind the ball in his hand at Washington State. But it's just, I think we have such an unselfish team. Their unity and their unselfishness is a thing of beauty when they're right, the way they help each other defensively and move the ball. And yeah, you want guys, I guess it's getting to that. You want them to be aggressive with soundness. He drove and took that tough shot, and he said, my bad on that. I like that. He understands that. But you got to have that aggressiveness. And, we were fortunate over the last few years to have some pretty good guys to draw a foul, make a play. Game comes down to that late games who can go and get themselves a bucket. Hopefully the offense manufactures it, but you have to be able to sometimes just jump up and get one.
You previously had some success in this building. Does that help at all coming in?
I don't know. I mean, you got so many new guys that haven't played, that kind of role in this. They're coming off of a terrific win, and we knew we couldn't play them the way Kentucky played them. We had to try to, again, make them go against our set defense. And I think our guys, they knew they'd have to play at a high level to just be competitive with them. If they did that, then they'd have a chance to be successful, and that's all I ever asked from them.
I think London said after the Cal game that they took some lessons applied for West Virginia and used them late in the game against Cal. Do you feel like your guys used some of that today when they were pressing, you had Ty in there and played some minutes against West Virginia? Do you think is that a sign of your team learning a little bit? Yeah, I mean, again, we weren't great down the stretch, but I think so. Again, Kyle made the shot. We made 2 free throws. So the only way you can learn is to be in those spots. You can try to practice situations, but you're in the spots, and it reveals things. And again, we could go with any of those 10 could be on the floor. They're all capable. You just have to pick the right guys. Okay. Last one.
Along similar lines, these are 2 really good road wins in a row for you guys. How much do you feel like this team has grown in just the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, we played a solid schedule, but we went into Cal, and they're real good at home. They had won 26 or 7 in a row, hostile environment, and then we knew. When you come off a huge win like the Kentucky one here, there's always a danger in maybe just being a little flat, different games. So it was important for us just to be ready and say they've got to earn everything they get, and play our game, and we'll accept the outcome, whatever that is. But I think it's not going to make us overconfident, and better not. It's just keep being who we are, keep trying to find ways to tighten the screws and get better, and just look around the ACC. Now we play Florida State next, so there you go. It's just it's a deep, athletic, talented league.
Thanks for the few players available outside of our locker room.